Hello and welcome to the Wine Educate podcast, where we explore WSET education, study tips, and practical advice for wine enthusiasts and professionals. This is episode 38. What to do just before your exam. So within the 24 hours before the exam starts. So this is pretty timely that I'm recording this because in 2 weeks, my level 3 students are going to be taking their exams. And I got 10 folks sitting the exam this go round, some online students, some that are in my current level 3, and some that had deferred, because you can do that, right? You don't have to sit the exam right after your course is over. You can take a little time and take it at a different time. I now offer the level 3 exam 4 times a year. It gives students a chance to take it at a time that works best for them so they can fit in their studies. So anyway, it's coming up. So these are top of mind and it's timely, right? So I'm looking forward to sharing these insights with you of what to do within 24 hours of your exam. Now, this does not include studying new things or cramming or anything like that. Preparing for level 3, as you've known if you've listened to my previous episodes, is a process. You need to plan it out. You need to give yourself time. If you are just starting with this process or need a little guidance, I do offer a level 3 prep course called Launchpad. That is coming up. So on Sunday, May 11th, I will be starting that course. If you're interested, go to wineeducate.com/launchpad. That's wineeducate.com/launchpad to find out the details and to register. All right, so moving on. First thing to do is to don't cram. Please don't cram. It's not helpful. Your brain has done a lot of work. It needs to rest before it can sit down and take an exam like the level 3 exam. Sleep is your best friend within the 24 hours before the exam. So sleep is a priority. According to a 2022 study in sleep health, students who sleep 7+ hours consistently before an exam outperform short sleepers by about 15% on their exam. That could be the difference between you passing and failing, right? When we take a critical look at that. So please do prioritize sleep over cramming. As a mom of 2 teenagers, I see this all the time. The kids will be up and Olive will be, quote, studying, and I see she's got the 1,000-mile stare. I'm like, it's time for bed. Go to bed. If you want to wake up half an hour early to do a little review, sure, that's fine. But right now, it is diminishing returns, and your time is best spent sleeping, right? Okay, your environment matters before you taking this exam. Many of you are traveling here to take it, my online students. Please, please, I know you might have a friend in New Orleans, and that's wonderful, and you can see them after the exam. If you can fit it into your budget, I know it's another additional expense. Just book that one night in a hotel. You need to be in control of your environment. And no matter how wonderful the person is you're staying with, when you stay with someone else, you are not really in control of that environment. And that is fine if you're on vacation. But if you have to get your sleep and you have a set routine and you have to get up at a certain time and in an Uber to get to your location, it could be tricky, right? We don't want any extra stress for you. I want you to get that good night's sleep and to be able to have your routine in place. And make a mental note or an actual list of all the things that you'll need: your pens, your pencils, your water bottle, snacks. This is a long exam. Don't laugh at my snacks. This is serious, right? So you've got your half an hour for tasting and then a little break. and 2 hours for the theory, pack your almonds or whatever you need to snack on right before the exam, because you don't need the distraction of being hungry. Okay, I know that we love wine, and that's the reason we're studying wine, but before the exam, take a little break. Take like a 48-hour break from drinking. This will be good for many reasons. It'll help with your hydration, which is really important. It'll help with your focus, and it'll also help sharpen your palate just a little bit. So, after your exam, you can go off and drink your champers, but give yourself a little pause the 2 days before the exam for the reasons I just spoke about. Be careful with eating and drinking strongly flavored things before the exam. I know many of us are coffee drinkers and we need that little caffeine. But if you are, by now, I hope you have figured out a way that you can taste wine and still drink your coffee. Maybe you eat a piece of bread or something to neutralize your palate. Just be really aware of that. And one thing, and especially being on the road and not having access to your fridge and being at the mercy of a continental breakfast or something like that, don't eat anything sweet. If you've taken a level 1 with me and done the tasting exercise, you know how eating something sweet can really throw off your palate. It does make wines more drying and bitter. I think it also affects the fruit that you perceive from the wine. So if you have a Danish or something right before you sit down for your level 3 tasting, it's going to throw your palate off. So be very mindful of that. Go the savory route. Eat your boiled egg or whatever they have offered. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. Anyway, you get the picture. No orange juice, no sweet cereal, skip the mouthwash, all those things. Get your palate ready for tasting. I'm going to say it again, and I did a whole article about it, but staying hydrated is huge. If you have not listened to episode 10, please go and have a listen to that, and I go into greater detail as to why this is so important. Because your body needs water, and your brain needs it, and your palate needs it, and it'll affect all 3 of these things. So this goes for the day before, right? So you're nice and well hydrated the day before. You're staying in your hotel. Your friend is not making you drink a bottle of wine with them. What a mean friend. Just be mindful. And because it's going to help you in many ways. All right, here's a biggie. And I know all of you are like, oh, I need time to study. I want to cram. I want to review. All right, if you need to do a little revision and studying before the exam, meaning within the 24-hour window, this is what I suggest. I give all my students, online and in person, you get the level 3 flashcards. Study your flashcards. Review your flashcards. So you're going to be maybe on a plane or sitting in your hotel room, or if you live here in New Orleans, perhaps you've sequestered yourself somewhere so no one can bother you. Get out those flashcards, review, refresh, because it's a low-stress way to do some revision. Also, the faster you can blow through those multiple-choice questions, the more time you'll have on the essays, right? And do a little revision on the sparkling wine fortified section. Because as you know, there's going to be one essay question, and that's 25 points on the exam, that's going to ask you fortified and sparkling questions. So perhaps Chile will show up, perhaps Argentina. No, sparkling and fortified, 25% of your exam. So do a little revision on that. Make sure you know the difference between Prosecco production and Asti and the traditional method, and the difference between a tawny port and a ruby port, and so on and so forth. Just a little refresher, so when that essay does pop up, you be in good shape. But keep it light. Don't stress, because at this point, your time is best well spent preparing yourself, not stressing out and cramming. All right? You put in the time. You've done the work. You've done it. Now is the time to show what you know. And if you are tired or stressed, that is going to hurt your ability to show what you know way more than cramming something late at night would ever help you. Okay, and here's an interesting one. Palate calibration. So I do get students asking me, Joanne, should I be tasting wine right before the tasting component to help calibrate my palate? My answer to that is you do what you need to do, and I will facilitate whatever you need. So some students have brought in some bottles right before the exam, offered them for other students as well to help calibrate. Okay, this is high acid, this is high tannin, maybe just to get some wine going. As we all know, when we taste like red wines, the first red wine of the day we taste, we just like, oh, the tannin, it's all there. And because we haven't calibrated yet. So if you feel that would be helpful to you, ask your instructor if you can do that. The first time students wanted to do that, they were like out on the sidewalk. I was like, no, you don't have to be on the sidewalk. You can come in. You can do it inside. It is okay. It's like a funny sight, right? Anyway, if you think it's going to be helpful, absolutely. I will enable that for you guys to do that. But if you don't, no worries. This is an optional thing. Okay. My big message for you all about to sit the exam is that you will feel nervous. And even if you are super well prepared, the nerves are still going to set in a little bit. And I need you to do whatever you do to help yourself with your nerves. If it's breathing or you've got your routine, all of these things will help alleviate the test-taking anxiety that can set in for some of us. And unfortunately, one of the things that happens with nerves is you may forget some things. And one important thing that you can do to arm yourself against this, particularly for the tasting, is making sure you've memorized your tasting acronym. For me, it's SATBIF. That's the common one, so I don't forget all the things on the palate, right? SATBIF, starting with sweetness, acidity, and so on. I do see you guys missing easy points, and I know you know it, and I know it's the nerves. So do whatever you can to combat this. And having your acronym is one thing you can do that's very helpful. Also, it's helpful to know exactly what you're getting yourself into, what the lay of the land is like. So if you are unsure about what the level 3 exam looks like, go back and listen to episode 30, where I talk all about it so you know exactly what to expect. And some of you may not be, well, most of you will not be taking your exam with me. You may be other parts of the world. Be very familiar with your exam facility. Some of you will be taking your exam at a different location than where you've been taking your classes. If that is the case, I would highly encourage you to go and visit the location. Make sure you know exactly where it is. Some of you are in big cities and you need to take public transport to these locations. Give yourself plenty of time. I tell my students to come 15 minutes before the exam even starts. So if students come a little bit early, not too early because I'm tasting the wines, right? But if you come half an hour early, I can still let you in and you can get settled in. Just want to eliminate anything that could possibly go wrong and to have a clear picture of what your exam day looks like. Exciting time of the year. I think many of you around the world are getting ready to take your exam. So I'm excited for you. And I know you're going to do brilliantly. I don't want to say good luck. Not that I don't want you to do well, but level 3 doesn't have anything to do with luck. It has everything to do with being prepared. If you are prepared, you will do just fine with having done many of the things that I just mentioned, getting solid sleep, avoiding strong flavors, not drinking for 48 hours before the exam, staying hydrated, managing your environment the night before where you're staying, knowing the lay of the land, where your testing location is, how you're going to get there, having all of your supplies ready to go, and figuring out a way to manage your nerves. Great. If you are starting your level 3 studies or need some extra help, check out our level 3 prep course at wineeducate.com/launchpad. We have one starting on May 11th, and I would love it if you could join us. All right, till next time, have a great week.